Let's talk about the idea of draining the swamp, as Donald Trump called for during the campaign. Can this really be done in a democratic system? Draining the swamp.
The problem with draining that particular swamp is that it's like trying to run a bordello like a convent. Let me explain. A bordello is dedicated to a certain kind of industry, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A convent is dedicated to a very different sort of lifestyle, different sort of thing, okay? Now let's say, like Jimmy Stewart in the Cheyenne Social Club, you inherit a bordello. Well, you decide from now on, instead of doing what they do, the girls are going to lead chaste lives of prayer and work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice, and I wish you luck on that, but it won't be a bordello anymore. It'll be a convent.
Uh-huh.
See, that's how that works. Well, the problem with draining that particular swamp is that if you drain it, there's nothing else. That's what it is. I mean,
It's just a dry marshland or something?
Salt.
It's still a mess.
It's whatever it is. It's a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not. It's not like the Pontine Marshes where you're going to drain them and grow wheat. That's no. That's not the kind of land this marsh is. This marsh, this swamp, is like the Mekong Delta times 10. It's gooey. It's disgusting. It's filled with slugs. But that's its nature. That's its nature. Why not just open up a dry swimming pool?
Okay.
You're not going to drain that swamp.
So Trump hasn't drained the swamp? He's not draining the swamp?
All he can do is replace some of the people in the swamp with his, which is, the nature of the swamp won't change.
Okay. That whole terminology and that approach, it reminds me of the reform candidate in one of my favorite movies, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Where he's like, we're going to sweep this state clean. I'm a friend of the little man. He's got this little midget, and when he says sweep the state clean, they've got brooms.
That's right.
That's sort of a motif, I guess you could say, in the democratic process. You've got the reform candidate who gets to say these things, and then he gets in, and then nothing changes. It's like we're in this never-ending film noir movie where.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all right. Look, it's like the old joke in New York City politics. You have the regulars that run City Hall are corrupt and all this. They have the reformers who want good government.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the difference between them? Well, the difference is that the reformers are out of power, the regulars are in power.
Yeah.
So as soon as the reformers come in, they become the regulars become the reformers. Or as the Who tell us, new boss same as the old boss.
I love that one.
It's just the way it is. But that's the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And again, people want more out of the system than it is capable of providing.
Mm-hmm. What would you say to we probably have a lot of Trump supporters out there. What would you say if Trump supporters with hurt feelings now?
Well, you've got nothing to be hurt about. I mean, look, Mr. Trump has certainly accomplished some extraordinary things, more than I thought he was going to be brutally frank. But, at the end of the day, he's a businessman in a system that is pretty weird, pretty gooey. On the one hand, he's got the whole of our dominant classes against him. On the other, he doesn't care, which is great. I mean, it's great there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I hated his guts, which I don't, but if I did, I would be grateful to him for the CNN meltdown on election night. That was worth the price of admission to me. But the problem is he can't accomplish everything he says he's going to because, number one, they're not going to let him. I mean, look, he took away the $30 million for gender reassignment surgery for the military. $30 million he could have got to, I don't know, training, armaments, something. And who put it back? The Republicans.
What?
Yeah. So, don't expect more out of him than he can do. Now, the good side of the thing is that anything he can do, he probably will do. But don't expect him to deliver on everything he promised, because he doesn't have it. You know, it's not within his purview.